once you say you are a bar owner, the first thing you have to do is to sign with UPRS. They have not yet opened the bars. Now, whichever bar is going to open in January, let them have a license for UPRS. If you brought it out this way and you say, I'm a Barasi Maguli, and you want the bars to open, will you again okugulawo asasula akantu ako? The buses, before you get the PSV, so kosasudemi kwabayimbi. Taxis paying, buses paying, hotels paying, TVs paying, and radios paying. We'll be making 6 to 8 billion a year. Because there are 321 radio stations. There are 47 TV stations. And that is just the beginning. Because for them, the TV is Kiriza. We're not going to use force. We'll go back to our partners in UCC. Paying for the industry. Imagine a program on TV. What TV would that be? Imagine a program only talking about politics. Tell you, politics never take our but just imagine a bar without sound, without a radio. It cannot work. But that radio works with the music that was created by a creator who is dying of hunger. There is no bus in Uganda without a TV. People are not buying cars without radios. That radio does not only bring Salom or Johnny Bilang, it will bring some music. But the creator who created that music that is singing needs a system that helps him to collect the royalties. And that is UPRS. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. It is a pleasure to be here on this special day, calling it the AGM of UPRS. I would say all protocol observed, because whoever is here is a leader. Whoever is here is big. National Culture Forum is the apex body of all associations and federations in the creative industry. The domains we have are not only music. We have theater people, we have the indigenous knowledge, but today we are dealing with the music. UPRS is the gate of this industry. It does not do any good if you have a good house without a fence. It does not do any good to have a Uganda without a URA. So the collective society of the industry that we're in is called UPRS. If we embrace and empower UPRS, Gemaniga industry, if we empower the people who collect for us, if we teach the people, if we sensitize the people in Uganda about compliance of UPRS, the industry will be flying in the air. Abantu abasinga balina amabaala and they don't know who to pay, where to pay, and when to pay. But just imagine a bar without sound, without a radio. It cannot work. But that radio works with the music that was created by a creator who is dying of hunger. There is no bus in Uganda without a TV. People are not buying cars without radios. That radio does not only bring Salom or Johnny Bilang, it will bring some music. But the creator who created that music that is singing needs a system that helps him to collect the royalties. And that is UPRS. As National Culture Forum, we've sat down with different associations, and we thought it would be very, very wise for every artist to know that is a stakeholder in the UPRS system. They collect for you what you can't collect. Imagine Jose Chameleone going to Chisenyi to ask them, imagine Shiba going to Busia to say, I am Shiba, I have sung for so long, and this person should pay me. They will beat all the artists. But we need a system that collects the money. We need a system that helps build the industry. If UPRS is all is assisted, well funded, studios will be built in districts. Radios will pay. TVs will pay. I would like to thank OWC for what they did for us. 3 months ago, we went to Gulu, the Magic City. We engaged the National Broadcasting Services Organization and accepted to pay artists royalties. But in that process, we also got a problem. Which problem we need to sort out? The same people that accepted to pay, a few of them refused to pay. A few of them from the Gospel Fraternity said, but they have to know, whatever is sung, whatever is written, has an owner. There's a creative person who did that. And that creative person needs to be paid. And it is our obuvunanyizibwa bwaffe okulaba nti UPRS eyimirirawo as a body to help us collect. Obukaka buli mumwe era n'obwavu buli mumwe. The worst problem today in Uganda, there are more than 10,000 bars in Kampala. But who has paid? Imagine they all pay. No artist would do crime of beans and portion. Imagine the buses, there are 2,000 buses in Kampala, and they are paying 120,000 annual. No artist would say that we're in a studio. Imagine the taxis in Kampala only. Taxis. Nobody taxi in our music. We've done research and we discovered that in Kenya, you cannot get a matatu license without paying their collective society for music. Nefe Uganda, abantu bagamba munayi, kaledio kajemi. But it is a must that people in this country consume music for free, and the creators die crying. But now this is the time, and it is my prayer as the chairman of National Culture Forum, UPRS, tetuswala tukozesa amaanyi n'obusungu tugatteko n'amagezi, so that we make everyone compliant. We don't want those bars that say, for us we don't pay this one. No, once you say you are a bar owner, the first thing you have to do is to sign with UPRS. We would like to engage KCCA. General Idro, there is something I wanted to, at least you are going to take this as a message, a very clear one. They have not yet opened the bars. Now, whichever bar is going to open in January, let them have a license for UPRS. If you brought it out this way and you say, I'm a Barasi Makuli, and you want the bars to open, will you again okugulawo asasula akantu ako? UPRS will be a very strong organ. The buses, they don't have licenses. Public PSV, before you get the PSV, so-called suspended UPRS is empowered. We do not need to live on handouts. UPRS is so strong and so rich, but so poor at the same time. Because, first of all, mindset of the artist. But artists are one body but this is reality. For the countries that have grown, in Tanzania, you cannot do business without paying the collective society. You cannot be doing anything about music without paying that license. But in Uganda, you find a very big hotel. Sija kugera Manyagazi hotel. But there are reciprocal agreements that allow you to play Michael Jackson and play Ragga Dee at the same time. So we need to sensitize, first of all. Nanyini wa hotel agamba for 30 years I've never paid. How can I start paying now? But this is what we have to tell people. You always took water for free from the lake. But once the National Water and Sewage Corporation brings a pipe to you, you start paying. So you tell us, no, there is a creator. And that creator needs to be paid. The reason why we go to church, we are paying God for what he has done for us. Kakati nafa bayimbi tubasasule bwetuti. On this special day, nalisinulabangako zebadde Ragga Dee emyaka gyange 3 plus. On this special day when we say entalo ziweddewo, let us work. I want the artist to be rich, the producer to be rich, the publisher to be rich, the collective society to have money to give to the people. And people don't know who is supposed to take what. To know the statistics of the industry, we begin with UPRS. Whoever has registered means that is the number that we have. But so many people, Musara is a big star. You tell him, UPRS, but this is my appeal to every artist in Uganda. In Uganda, if you're registered, that is very important. We also have another message for General Idru. We have been pushing the private copy levy. And UPRS is the mother of this now. Private copy levy that the president wants to make sure that people, whoever has a flash, a disc, there's some little money that is given to the industry. So that we stop becoming beggars. When we went to Gulu, people said we are beggars. We're not beggars. We are only trying to streamline things and put them in the right direction. Because at the end of the day, if you get me as Ragga Dee, you just need to take me to Karamoja and put a chikari. I will not fail to get 50,000. That means I'm a business. And this business can be streamlined. Abayimbi people never gaga nnyo, never have nnyo. Kuba tebamanyi nnyo, ekirina okubayamba ennyo. Nti, whoever is here, we want you to take back the message. UPRS should be embraced, should be empowered, should be known. It is not someone's small business. It is for all of us. It is for collection of what we can't collect. Imagine, with the Mukala to Sheraton. With the Mukala again to Sheraton. They will just push him out. But if UPRS goes, Anthony Mwana, hello, how are you? We are from UPRS and we have a serious reinforcement team and we want our things. Bajja kusasula Master Poet bwana agenda mu Serena n'abaga nti abanja bajja mu gobyesa mabouncer. But we want every artist also to sensitize. Kireme kubeera ku UPRS team. Ate ne UPRS emanye responsibility ya UPRS ya collectinga. We still have a problem with Africa. Our music was sold. My videos were taken for free. We need to sort that. We need to do something that is going to help these kids that have looked, but only they were baby cool. And they want to be better baby cools. But only they were Juliana. They want to be better Julianas. And only thing that can sustain this industry is UPRS. In the revenue you have failed. We need to sensitize it. We need to let everyone know that building a good house without a fence is like living in a compound. Tuzimbe nyumba nungi, mwimbe nyumba nyingi, nungi, video nungi, but they ask you, where is your shop? It is not there. Who is your collective society? Ha, mwana bizibo, akaubo yabo mwana, kawanvu wanvu hakono. Now that's the problem. We need to change our mindset. We need to start thinking business. You are paying for the song, you are paying for the audio, you are paying for the video, and then you are about to pay for the listener. So, this is my prayer. I don't want to be the speaker of the dead. And for us as National Culture Forum, with the little funds that we have, at least we have tried to push the 2YO UPRS countries to local towns as a collective society. In near future, if we get more money, UPRS deserves more than 10 billion. Because if it is empowered, if it has a team that can fight, people are ready to pay, but they don't know how to pay, where to pay, who to pay. Katupetu sensitizing ngawa yindi, tugende ngababa nanyine bubara, ubara wonji nyo munyonyeyo. Walo karisiti kebajja okuleta. Bawe basasulu kubajja tuyamba. When an artist is sick, tulina kubeera mubiri. Banaye mujje tukole kawoti, tusonde sente, that is vulgar. Tutandika kugamba no UPRS now. Actually, Mzee Kabito, this is my request. UPRS should put something as an insurance for the artists. When people get sick, it is so sad for people to start collecting money for Ragadi in Zambia. That means we are weakening the industry that is strong. One of our collecting for that lady, people collected 60 million in one day. And what happened? Stories after. Never you said it's about our valuation, our addition to any value that we have should be a strong collective society, strong associations, and a strong response in mindset. Because of whoever was cheated by UPRS a long time ago should not be crying now. There was maybe a problem. They didn't have enough reinforcement power. They didn't have enough protection. Some bars are owned by very strong people. Other bars are owned by musicians who even resist. But let us make it a must pay. Imagine eventually the return being in the taxis paying, buses paying, hotels paying, TVs paying, and radios paying. Will be making 68 billion a year. Because there are 321 radio stations. There are 47 TV stations. And that is just the beginning. Because for them the TV is kiriza tugenda kubasasula. Naye mu TV omwo mulimu era abaaganda ne kati twagala okukola. We're not going to use force. We'll go back to our partners in UCC. Tubagamba atenda kapapula kano aka paying for the industry. Aveko. Kubanga byakozesa, no matter what they say that they are not playing Ugandan stuff, somewhere, somehow they are talking about Ugandan stuff. And the Ugandan stuff, who makes the news? The artists. Imagine a program on TV. What TV would that be? Imagine a program only talking about politics. Tell you, politics never take our Are you getting the point? So what we want to do is let us know the strength of this industry. But I thank you so much, and I thank you OWC, I thank General Saleh, General Idro for the power you've put in, the ministries involved, gender, and also we need to push the Ministry of Finance to understand the industry, because we are a great industry that can make money for Uganda. We can give employment to people, but we need to empower UPRS, and my prayer is empower UPRS for a better industry. Thank you so much.
Asante sana.
Mentions that the board is put in place is very important. So this is a very special day, and I would like you to give a big round of applause to the board and the members of UPRS. As USSC, we just want to congratulate you. We want to congratulate you upon this day, but also we want to clearly make people aware that this is the only collective society for music. So being part of it and being a registered member is important for you as an artist in Uganda. So I would like to encourage all the artists, all the musicians everywhere in this country to register with UPRS and become a member, so that this gateway to your opportunity, this gateway to your future is empowered first by your membership, secondly by the government, and you can see that the goodwill by government is there. So I would like to encourage all the members to join UPRS. And this should be, like my brother Ragadi said, the responsibility of first and foremost we the members. I'm a member of, a registered member of UPRS. I hope my membership is okay. So it is our responsibility as members to bring in, in actually we say, chia chien pelor gali. You know, that together we move further. Okay? So, the more membership we have in UPRS, the better for the music industry in Uganda. Because then we have a voice that can demand for accountability. My brother Ragadi was talking about the difference between fighting a giant as a toad. Imagine a frog slapping an elephant. So if you're a musician, if you want to demand for your rights, be the elephant. And the only way you can become this elephant is by being part of UPRS. I want to say that it is clear that government of Uganda is very, very interested in growing the music industry in Uganda. And you have known that we are the only industry that has actually been supported with stimulus funds. And there are possibilities for continuous support. So I would like to request that we go back, organize ourselves. I've seen the Secretary General of Uganda Musicians Association. I've seen the President of the Uganda Musicians Association also coming in. Please join this organization, because as organized groups, you will be better negotiators for opportunities that you actually deserve. Finally, I want to say something. As artists, we must fight the vice of classification. Classifications that are against our interests. I am sure, and Mr. Mameni can attest to this because I was his student, that a gospel singer can sing Kadomu Kamu, right? That a Kadomu Kamu singer can sing hip hop, right? That a traditional singer like Okelo, yeah, can rap. Should I? Not now. So, classifications are part of the biggest problem we have in our industry. People classify you so that they control you for their own interest. This is why what is now called the world music has not fully developed, because it was classified as world music. Therefore, it is a piece of heritage that other cultures. Uganda has over 6 huge rivers. Uganda has Lake Victoria. Uganda has flora and fauna. How have we as artists used this to create a particular sound that is uniquely Ugandan? So as we celebrate today, as we know that our future is clear with UPRS, that there's a restructured UPRS with very clear goals. Let's start thinking about getting into the international space and competing through technology, competing through innovation and creation of ideas, musical ideas, that will make Uganda the power that it deserves. I say all this for God and my country, and I thank you.